Hey guys, what's everybody up to? How's everybody doing? Welcome. Oh, I gotta turn that down. So I'm set up out here in my little shop. Hopefully this all works. I'm hoping I don't lose signal out here. Maybe I can see what y'all are chatting about this time. Alright. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Got a few things to show you. Let me see here. I'm gonna start with we're gonna start with this. If you guys have been following me on the Nitro game, I have something to show you. Hybrid will first take this one because I told him long before I ever started this. This was this. Chest plate. I got all the plastics going on in here. Okay, so yeah. Bam. So I was able to convert this to an on-road. No, the suspension arms are not on it yet because I have the diffs out right now so that I can open them up and get rid of all that heavy grease that, I don't know why, but Red Cat, HPI, all the budget guys, they like to just put heavy grease in there and just let it go. And you end up with pretty much free spinning diffs. Not good. This is a 2-speed, baby. Yep, 2 speeds. So, finally got everything on the chassis plate last night. These are the servos off of the Volcano, and I have 2 blue ones on Amazon that I'm gonna grab up. I think they're the 25 kilogram. I don't know. They're more than enough for this in a match, so that'll be good. What are y'all saying now? Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. I'm sorry, guys. The light thing. I'm trying. Don't have very much room. If you want to see what I'm working with here. I actually have a table on top of a table. Here's my setup. I'm outside in the shed. Here, I'm hooked into the plug. Let me just let you guys see a little something here. Up here, those are my 10 scale racing truck, or buggy and truck. They're ready to go racing. There's Mr. Capra and Mr. Butthead, because he always gives me problems. But that's okay. That's what makes it fun. Mr. Bullet up there. I got some things to show you on that one. Back behind me. Y'all know what this is? Yep. That's what we're messing with. Mr. Revo's back there. Just got some boxes from STX10. That's going to be a replica of the 72 Chevy C10 that was mint green and white that I had when I was 21 years old. Let's see if I can't turn this where it's not so crazy. I'm trying. Ooh, that does look terrible, doesn't it? Ooh. Okay, we'll try. Maybe I can put. I'm working on it, guys. Bear with me. I just got the stand that the phone's on here a couple weeks ago. and I'm looking for a light that's better than this. Let's see. So yeah, the Red Cat Volcano is now a home-built Lightning STR. Why Red Cat discontinued them, I don't know. I just don't make no sense. You got the Volcano S30, you got the Volcano EPX, and the Volcano 16 or 18, whatever it is. Why can't we have the Red Cat EPX, the Red Cat STR, and maybe a little one, little 18, little 16? What do you guys think? I think they need to get rid of that stupid Thunder. I think that chassis is ridiculous. It's somebody's, like, I don't know, last stand to try and save a freaking belt drive for a basher. Are you freaking kidding me? Anyways, I have the diffs out here that I'll probably just run through. Let me see where they're at. I think they're, I got all kinds of stuff in here. This right here, pretty much everything that goes to the Lightning / Volcano. Stock parts that were off of the Lightning EPX, which is, by the way, still being worked on. I bought this as a stock Lightning EPX drift, and I've been slowly converting it to all alloy and carbon fiber. And I am trying to find someone, because I don't have a machine right now, to cut this battery hold down in carbon fiber. Or if I get my machine up and running that I want, I'll just cut one in aluminum. I don't care. Why is this the only piece that they didn't freaking customize? Come on, y'all. Anyways, enough about that. Hybrid would like this, and I'm sure all of you guys will like this. I actually forgot I had this. I happened to find it, come across it. See if y'all can see that, right? This is different. Yeah, there you go. Car Action. April 2011. That was the year I bought my T-Max. And I started racing my T-Max. And I got this because I don't know if any of y'all are familiar. I think he's a really cool guy, and I think he knows his stuff. If y'all are familiar with Mr. JQ, this was the first one he put out. Let me see if I kind of not get the glare and all that stuff. I completely forgot I had this, and then I rediscovered him on YouTube and noticed that he was pretty much at the end of making the car. He now designs and works for my uncle, which I am very intrigued by. I would like to actually join that possibly and be a part of that community as well. That car looks badass. Let me see if you guys got any questions. I ain't been paying attention. I've just been rambling, huh? Everybody saying hi, 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 hey, what's up? Yes, that is true. HPI and Red Cat are interchangeable. Don't believe me? Watch one of my videos. I literally put a Red Cat EPX carrier and steering knuckle on here as a temporary before I put these on here. My bullet. I got some new things to show you guys since I've already got it here. Y'all want to see this? This is gonna be cool. So, we all know these are budget basher RCs. Great for beginners. My personal opinion, between this and the Volcano, if you are starting out and you do nothing about RC Nitro at all, I would recommend this particular truck right here. I love the way this book is written. It explains almost everything, and it has everything in it. Teaches you even how to rebuild your engine. I already knew this stuff, but for a beginner, I mean, teach you how to rebuild your shocks, how to set your transmission, everything, how to tune it, set the your radio up, and it has blowouts and everything. I just think between the Red Cat and the HPI, hands down, if you're a beginner and you know nothing about Nitro, get one of these. Or go with Traxxas. Of course, Traxxas. What do y'all think? Yeah. Matter of fact, I got the shocks for the Volcano right here because I'm going to empty them and re-seal them. And I have the all aluminum short shocks coming for the Lightning. Got those coming. I even got, yes, this is 2-speed. But I have the all blue aluminum framework that's like hollow, open air, whatever. You can see the gears and stuff. I got that coming. So I got all the shocks for the monster truck's gonna get redone. FYI, everybody, every budget aluminum hop-up part you see me show you, I will soon have for sale on my eBay store. Every one of these, for all these cars. I'm so excited. I've been working on so hard, making listings, trying to get everything right, get the shipping right. We'll go over the magazine a little bit later. I'm gonna get this Schumacher out, but I want to show you these. I got some chassis upgrades. Do it this way. Got the steering plate up here and the front chassis brace. Sorry for the terrible picture, y'all. I'm trying. Of course, it already had this and the diff plate, and then I also put the rear one in, and the hex is all the way around. I have the rear hubs coming, and really there isn't a whole lot more you can do. Not too many people make the hop-up parts or extra parts for this, but my personal opinion, based on build quality between this and the Volcano, this right here. Don't get me wrong, the Volcano's great, especially if you don't have enough money to get this. Go with the Volcano. You tear it up, parts are cheap, dirt freaking cheap. I'm telling you. So I got the diffs out. I'm gonna end up getting the crappy, heavy grease and all that stuff. Shop when I bought my first Nitro in Savage 2007. Oh. What percentage Nitro do you run? Well, being that I've only lived here in Colorado for 3 years, I'm still trying to learn, and I've been asking the guys around the community here for racing. Some guys run 30, most run 20. I have 2 cans of VP. I have 20. They're both 20%, but I have a basher that has 14% oil, and the racing that has 9% oil. The purple oil, or the purple gas, that's the 14% oil, and the blue gas is the 9% oil that I use for my Nitro racing. And actually the racing fuel the blue. The guy I bought the Revo off of gave it to me. And it was pretty much, he probably ran 3 tanks through it, and that was it. And so that gallon was pretty much full. And I was trying to run my gallon out. I've only got about halfway through it, and he gave me another gallon, so I've got extra fuel here. I'm gonna have to get it burnt or something. Anyways, I'm not gonna work on these just yet. I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at with all these. One quick note. No, these are not name brand parts. No, these are not HPI parts. These are budget knockoff parts. They're pretty much exact same as everything else. I could probably put an HP symbol on there and sell it for 30 bucks. I'm not going to do that. These work great. These are basher hop-up parts, so you're not going to pay a whole lot. So if you mess it up, break it, bend it, whatever, it's not going to cost you a lot to replace. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up my store. It's going to be a budget store, so I can help newcomers and those who just, you know, can't afford to go out here and get pay, you know, almost $400 to build a Capra, or pay you know, $1,500 to $1,700 to get a nitro racing buggy. I hate saying that, but that's about how much is in mine. It's an expensive hobby if you let it be. I have an addiction. I can't help it. I absolutely love this hobby. It's my passion, and it's going to be my income. I have a lot of people telling me that I'm wasting my time. I have a lot of people who don't believe in me about running my business. But this little eBay store is just a stepping stone to my true business, because of being a CNC machinist and programmer, and not wanting to go back into working for the man again and having to wear a stupid mask and standing there pushing a button all day. I'm going to build my own mini RC machine shop where I can create, recreate, or repair any composite or aluminum parts on your car. And I could even remake one, make one and send it to you. And there's going to be other areas of what I'll be doing there, but you know, I'm not telling all my secrets. They say if you're really good at something, never do it for free. Can anybody tell me who said that? That was a little hint for you. Okay, so just got suspension left on that I'll be working on and stuff. If you run 20 nitro on the bullet, you can remove one head shim for higher compression. Ha! Thanks for the info. I did not know that. Once I get through these 2 cans of VP, I'm straight hitting up the dude in the you know, Bones Brew. Yeah, I found out that guy is from where I'm from, exact same city. He still makes it there. He still lives there. It's where his business is. So all your Bones Brew nitro fuel and break-in fuel comes from my hometown, which I thought was really cool. Oh, the other thing about the HPI I thought was really freaking cool. I've never seen any other ready run do this. Not only do they give you your extra servo horns, but they give you an extra. This is your rear toe plate for the rear all the way in the back. It has a tube. It has a number 2 on it that comes stock on it. This is a number 3. I don't know if that's supposed to be 3 degrees, 2 degrees. I would take a bigger degrees. I just thought that was cool. This will give you a little bit extra toe in the rear to give you a better straighter bite, keep you planted, going straight. I haven't switched it yet. I plan on it, but I want to give this a good drive. And they give you, I've never seen this before, extra shock pistons. And get this. These are 2-hole pistons. These are 1-hole pistons. And there's 3-hole pistons in the shocks. Other than a race buggy, I don't know how else those came. I've never seen that before, and I thought that was really freaking cool. And they give you all kinds of the shock shims and everything. But that little extra touch so that you can fine tune your shocks and stuff. Great, loved it. I love it. I know, right? I'm gonna try and mix it up and just test them out and see what kind of combinations I can come up with. Because with 8 shocks, and I've got 1, 2, and 3-hole pistons, this could get interesting. It'll be fun. I have fired the HPI up and I started to run it. I was out in Fort Collins, just trying to catch some video before I started doing some door dashing, and my typical mistake, I forget to Loctite. It's a bad habit. And the screws in the front knuckles started coming out, and one of the drive shafts popped out while I was running it. And it's because I forgot to Loctite all the things going in aluminum. So, Loctite, guys. Probably the most important thing on a car is Loctite. Anytime you screw into aluminum, use Loctite. I have screwed up so many cars doing that, forgetting to put Loctite. So, I'm going to be Loctiting all the screws on here and everything, but the thing with these budget ones is the tolerances aren't as strict. So you're going to have some play putting aluminum to aluminum. This actually has vertical play in it. I had it going the other day, like up and down, up and down, up and down. So what I like to do is I'll get like little 3mm by 5mm, since all your pens are usually 3, and by 0.05, 0.02, however thin you can get them, shims, nylon. Then you can put those shims, where they're needed to try and stiffen up your suspension, stiffen up your steering. One thing I kind of like, once I discovered it, I was like, okay, I love the truck, HPI, you're doing great, you're winning in this comparison I've been doing. Why did you have to go skimp on the freaking steering? They would just put this big fat spacer here because this is the steering off another car. But they would just put this little steering here, and so this thing's all freaking wiggly, and so I'm gonna go through the steering system and get that all tightened up and everything. Other than that, I love the A-arms. They're super beefy and stiff and still have a nice bit of flex. The shocks feel great. Don't have a whole lot of play on the top of the shocks. They're pretty much set where they are. I think there may be 1 hole out. You have an option of going 1 hole out or 1 hole in, I think. I don't know, I haven't taken them off yet. But you do get your options down on the bottom of the shocks to move them in or out. As far as, tuning. When you're putting these metal parts together, I kind of had to do it in a sequence because when you put aluminum parts together like that, you're going to stiffen this thing. I probably wouldn't even be able to bend this in half at all. So you got to be careful when you're putting this all together. It gets kind of stiff, and you got to work your screws in slowly so you don't strip them out and everything. But once it starts to settle in, everything goes together quick, smooth, and it's freaking strong. I can't even. Before I was bending this like a millimeter or more, and that's expected. But now with all these chassis braces in here, it's freaking a tank. It's a tank. Can't kill the bullet. That's damn right. So And if you guys notice I have fuel in my tanks, don't worry. I always separate my tank from my engine. Simply by just removing the hose off of the carburetor and running the hose back into the tank. So this is a closed loop. And then I just plug it into my tuned pipe. And I usually have a little rubber thing on there right there, but no big deal. It's got plenty of after run oil in it, so it's fine. But that's what I do. As soon as I'm done running, if I still have fairly full tank, you just close the loop, pull it off the carb, plug it in the pressure valve, and then just right there. Super simple. And your gas stays good because it stays in there, it's sealed. I haven't had a bit of problem doing that. That way you don't have to sit and fight to try and suck all the gas out of there and end up with it all over your hands and all over the floor and just all over your RC. It just helps. Give it a try, see what you guys think. It's not let me down yet. Okay. Who's ready to see the Big Six? I've been dying to get this guy out for you. Get this thing out for you because I know I did a little video just kind of showing some points on it and stuff, but we're going to actually try and repair it. I don't know if anybody remembers. I've seen what I did to it. It was my own stupidity. I wouldn't say stupidity. I was under the impression that I was able to get another drive shaft, but the drive shafts I bought were for a 10 or a 8 scale 21 Schumacher and not the 6. So they were too short. If anybody feels like I'm ignoring them because I'm not looking at the chat or anything, just put in italics, wave at me, say hey, because I don't want anybody to feel left out. I'm still learning this. This is all new to me, doing all this stuff. So hybrid just makes it look easy. So let's get her out, guys. Again, this is my baby. This car will never leave my possession unless somebody, I don't know, it's not leaving my possession, because when I got this car, it had never been opened. I got this car new in box. It's never been ran. It was 80% built, almost ready to run. And the gentleman I got it from told me that this lid itself is $40. So yeah, I'm super careful with it, and that's why it's taken me so long to get things done on it, because I've been doing research and I didn't want to mess things up. So we got that over there. Bear with me. Body right here. I'm gonna set her up here real quick. Just a minute. That. And knowing me, I left the fin, or tail fin, in the house. There's a wing. It has a wing that goes on the back of it that I gotta cut out. But alright, I'm gonna set this back over here and we're gonna pull this bad boy out. I absolutely fell in love with this car as soon as I seen it, and that I knew that I had to have it, because I love unique and unusual RC cars, because not everybody has them. I'm gonna make sure I get this in a good camera view for you guys here. Hang on. Yes, I won this at on an eBay auction. I saw it on a Sunday afternoon. It had just been posted. And so I thought, what the hell? Surely my bid is going to get way overbid. Way outbid. I thought for sure. No. 6 days later, I get an email. You've won. Nobody bid on it at all for the whole week. I won this. It was meant to be mine. Yeah. How much? Let's just say I got a really good deal. I don't know if I want to tell you. Because to be honest with you, I don't remember the exact number. But I will tell you, it was less than 300. Because with shipping and everything, I think I paid like just short of 350 with shipping and whatnot. I think I put a $300 bid on it, I think maybe. Or $299, something like that. I don't know. Because the bid started out at $100. And I thought, this thing's got to bring $600-700. Come on. No. The universe said this was my car, so it is. Ain't it sexy? Oh my God, look at this car. Can y'all see that okay? This is 6 scale. It's Schumacher calls it the big 6. So I guess you could call it a oversized, like the Traxxas is. The Traxxas is actually just shy of 8 scale, but bigger than standard 10 scale. The T-Max and the Revo, they're considered big 10s, I guess you could call them. But this is a it's considered 6 scale. Anybody know who Johnny Q90 is on YouTube? Anybody watch his stuff? Yeah, his 4-cylinder car is this chassis right here. He's the only other person I've ever seen with it, except for like a couple videos where they just ran it up and down the road. So yeah, he never talks. He just does his videos, and he has one of the machines that I want, and it's that NC Pocket 5-axis machine. Yeah. I have a hard time watching him. I love watching him, but I have a hard time watching him because I see him run that machine, and I just want to smack. I just want to punch him because, damn it, I need one of those. Oh, I happened to get lucky enough to come across the steering knuckles in purple aluminum. See if I can find my what do I do with it? Bear with me. I got scissors. I'm gonna cut the body. I haven't cut it out yet. Got my straights and my curves. What else? Well, shoot. I'm looking for the little friggin'... I just kind of threw everything in and brought it out to the shed. Because I have roommates and stuff, and I wasn't trying to sit in the kitchen and do this. Oh yeah, I stuck one in here. Hang on. I want to take this wheel off. I want to show you guys this knuckle. Let that spin. Here it is. Oh yeah, I'm building a machine shop. I'm gonna get that NC, that pocket NC machine. I have that picked out. Um, I have a 3D printer picked out that does all plastics, carbon fibers, hybrid like poly carbon fiber where it's blended together, as well as 316 stainless. I'll be able to print stainless steel parts. And it's not cheap, but it is a tabletop printer, but it prints everything. Has anybody seen the inside of a Schumacher wheel? They don't deal in hex. You guys see that? I wish all RC companies would adopt this system. You know how many wheels we'd save from stripping out hexes? I can't tell you how many wheels I've blown out and gone skipping down the road because the freaking hex just strips right out. This is freaking awesome. The only hot pup parts I can get. And there's only one other kit for sale on eBay. I have this set, and there's only one other set. You can't get them anywhere else. Not. Oh. Although on Schumacher's website, they do have like some A-arms, some the suspension uprights, just a few little bobs and bits, little things, and you can get actually the lay down, the mount for the steering servo that lays down. You can get those in purple aluminum, which I'm working on. I'm actually going to be, I'm working on writing an email to the Schumacher company. Hopefully I can talk them into making me a drive shaft, because I have looked at every single car, every single archive that they have on that website. This is the only car that had these drive shafts at these lengths. I need the male side because they're the ones that slide like a Traxxas. Come here. I'm surrounded by RC cars, if you know. I know you guys seen a bunch of electrics. Yes, yes, yes. I love the hobby as a whole. This is my addiction. Oh, there's there's for the front bumper on the. Yep, it's alloy too. Oh, I got this top coming for the blue one. Hey there. I think I've collected about 3 different types of drive shafts, hoping that I could fix this, because I could not for the life of me get the pin on the yoke on the out drive to come out. I was lucky enough to find a repair kit for the universal joint. I gotta replace that piece right there, both those pins in the block, because this pin won't come out of the other one. And there is a person on eBay that has these alloy out drives, like exactly like what I have on here, what came on the car. And it has a sticker price of $24.99 when they were first, produced. But he's trying to double that. He's wanting $50 for these aluminum out drives. And I just don't know if I want to lay that down. I may have to, I don't know. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I got all kinds of friggin'. So let me show you here. So this one here is a Schumacher, and it was labeled as the XTR21, which is this engine right here. But they had this engine on a smaller car because this part I need to be that long. So I was trying to do something with Traxxas ones. This is Revo, or not Revo. I think this is the Rustler ones. I mean, I'm even willing to go as far as pulling off of my T-Max. Or even considering, because this is at the wheel. This is a piece. This is where the wheel connects, or the rim. And then this is what's sticking. This is what comes from the wheel. Here and here. And then it's the female sleeve that comes from the transmission. And I can't find one long enough. I'm going to take this wheel off and show you. If you got any questions or you've asked questions of me, type them again. I'm going to try and see them again. I don't mean to ignore. I promise. I don't want anybody feel left out at all. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy price. Because it's, to be honest with you, I've been on Schumacher and they had it listed, but it's listed as out of stock, and they don't tell you whether or not they're going to make more. They have the alloy out drives. So I don't know if that guy's going to be willing to come down on them. Anyways, it still doesn't give me a drive shaft. So I'm considering trying to find a way. I know they still use this transmission. It's the belt drive to a ball diff. What did I do with that wrench? Take these wheels off. Because next spring I am starting this up. It's never been started, never been ran, nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. It's just kind of hard to see because the way this is all designed and put together. Like, you can't work without taking everything apart. I'm gonna try and get you in here. Let me see if I can't get you a little closer. Can y'all see that? See that out drive in there with the big cube in it? Yeah, that little tiny pin that's going through it is seized and stuck. It will not come out. And that tiny pin, or no, on that pin is where the other end of the drive shaft was connected. And I could not for the life of me get that dang thing off of there. And so what I did, and I'm telling you, I cried when I did it because I did not want to do it, but I didn't know of any other way. And I thought that I had, because I had ordered these thinking I was getting the right ones, but I ended up cutting one of these ears off. And I know I still have it somewhere. I just have to locate it. It's packed away somewhere. But see this, where's that? See, that's the same as that one that came with it. See, same length and everything. But there is nowhere on the internet that has the ones that are big enough. So I needed to reach all the way inside there. I'll show you what the other one looks like. There it is. See how long that is? I'm trying, guys. Yeah. It's sickening long. It's pissing me off. But my thought is Schumacher has all their drive shafts are now universal joints, and they're steel at different lengths. My problem is figuring out how to connect it to the transmission, the out drives. Am I gonna have to get different out drives? I don't know. Anybody, if any of you guys have any ideas, or if you happen to come across any of my gang members over there in the UK, please, if you find anything out, let me know. Because I'm ready to write Schumacher an email. I just want to make sure I covered all my bases looking for it myself. And I'm going to see if maybe they could check the old closets, the old stockyard, whatever. Maybe there's one hiding somewhere. I don't know, but it's driving me nuts. I've wanted to drive this car all year. I've had this since going on a year. February, as I think is when I got it. Yeah. So, if anybody that I think it might be able to. I may be able to get, because it's a factory ball diff, just for the sake of tradition and how old this car is. I really don't want to get rid of the ball diff, but I may have to and go with a gear diff that has the out drives like we use today in the more common ones. Yeah, like the ones on these diffs. They just have the slit in them instead of being directly bolted. Thought about doing that, but I feel like the further and further I get away from pure stock, the more I'm hurting myself on the value of this car. Because this thing is only going to appreciate. It has to. I can't find this chassis anywhere. I have looked and looked high and low. I've made phone calls. I've submitted emails to all the obscure little hobby shops and things. The people that don't sell online, they may be too small of a hobby shop and they can't sell online, or they don't, or whatever. I mean, I'm calling people who have been in business for years and years and years, and they have probably 3 inches of dust on what I need sitting in the back of the store. Forgotten about. I guarantee there's one out there somewhere. I need it. I would rather replace the part and have it exactly as I got it than going and doing some crazy crap. Another interesting part is it came with this thing, and it took me a minute to figure it out. This actually bolts onto the back bumper, and it's for the exhaust hose. And this hose will end up going through there, and it holds it right about there. So this is just to hold the exhaust up, just a piece of carbon fiber. Bolts onto the body, and let me get the body out for y'all. I know the last time I showed it, it was dark out. I was underneath my porch light. First time ever live streaming. That was interesting. I haven't cut it, y'all. I'm so nervous about cutting it. Because this is a Lotus licensed body, and probably, when it was clear, probably the only clear one left on this planet. I guarantee you, I would probably never be able to get this body ever again. It's massive. So now, right now, I don't even have it poked holes in it yet, but it should be sitting right about where it needs to be. You probably won't be able to see it right now, but it has a holographic paint to it. There it is, right there. I went with factory yellow. I probably shouldn't have done these black outlines. I was just trying to be a little different. And I screwed up on the side here. I didn't take it all the way up to the wheel well, because I wanted to mimic the box, being that it's the only one ever. See how it goes all the way up? Well, I wasn't paying attention, and I screwed it up, but that's okay. What do y'all think of this? Yes, the black lines are terrible. Like I said, I'm still learning to cut that liquid mask and stuff. I gotta cut out the wing to go here. I have stickers that go here, and they say to cut these little, where these are at, they say to cut all that stuff out. I'm not doing that. I want it to look scale, or as real as possible. I'm gonna be putting the stickers on it and everything. I mean, the yellow turned out great, but my black lines are terrible. So, and actually the instructions tell you to paint the outside. Them British, man, they like doing things their way, huh? So, since it says that, I may just redo these lines. Maybe clean them up somehow. Since I have my airbrush, I'm gonna try airbrushing it maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Flip you guys back around. Can you get this back over here? Yeah, thanks guys. I had fun painting it. I put a good layer of holographic on it and everything. It looks really good in the sun. I can't wait to see it running down the road. But I'm definitely going to take care of this body. And surprisingly enough, it's the same wheelbase as a felony or an infraction. Sorry, hybrid. Yes, I have an infraction. I love that stuff. Freaking thing. Large scale drifting. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Any questions? Yeah, I've considered the vinyl wrap. What's holographic paint? Oh, Spaz Sticks. Holographic color change paint. You lay it on kind of like a clear coat. I put 3 layers, 3 coats, and then there's 3 coats of yellow and 2 coats of black backer on this. Check it out, holographic paint. I love it. I've put it almost every one of my bodies, except for my monster truck, which the head just went flying, the interior. I didn't put it on this because I bought this. This is the wrong size body anyways. This is actually the size for a Stampede. Just playing around. I think that's it's either race red or bright red, and I may have even mixed them. But those were Duratrax paint, the cheap paint in a can. Yes, I am trying. I have wanted this scale. I am dying to have a low C8B or low C5B. I want that buggy. I have the 8 scale buggy. I have the mini B. I need the big buggy. I want the big buggy. I love that thing. I've always wanted to race 5th scale. I think they're cool. I don't want to go with the truck because everybody's got the damn truck. I want that buggy. I think it looks cool as hell. I saw the buggy. They were selling the buggy before they ever sold the truck. And also the Rovens, the what is it? They have the, you know, the 2-wheel drive sand rail buggy, whatever. I don't want that one. They have an on-road car. 5th scale. Has a black body. When you look at it, definitely want one of those. So, you know, Nitro Gang wants to make Nitro great again. I want to make on-road great again. With Nitro and electric. Because I love auto racing. I'm a Formula 1 freak. I just... yeah, I love Formula 1. Like... let's just say I love Hamilton. And I don't want to hear nothing about it. That's my man. I like watching the European large-scale RC races with those Formula 1 and touring cars. Those things are freaking badass. Love it. I want to race that stuff. I want to race 10 scale on road. I want to race 8 scale on road. 12 scale on road. I want to bring on road back and make it great again. I don't know where any on-road RC racing tracks are. The only place I would think one would be in California, where you can freaking race all year round outside. But yeah, I would love to be able to freaking build an on-road track. I know they ride like they're on rails. Oh my god, I love watching those. I just sit there and just like, I'll zone out watching and just watching them hit those lines, hit those turns. I love it. It's like watching the F1 drive. It's freaking awesome. Oh my god. That body won't fit on that car. Oh yeah, it will. Unless you're being naughty. Boys. Oh, all you boys out there, you need to tell your wives about me. I was looking at my analytics. 100% male, 34 to 40, 35 to 44 years old. Where's all y'all's wives at? I'll hold you to that. You find that drive shaft? I got you. I noticed my stream isn't looking too good. I'm out in the shed in a metal box. I have the door open and a heater, space heater going. Sorry about the quality of the. I wanted to. That's the wheels for the Red Cat Lightning. They're alloy. Bling, bling, blinging. You meant that what? No, it don't even fit on the truck I bought it for. Axial sad excuse for a monster truck. This is the builder kit. I wish I'd have bought the Losi. I'm telling you. You got a hobby shop for 40 years. Wow, that's awesome. I would love to own a hobby shop, but I'm too much into creating. I gotta make parts and sell them and not, you know, I'm gonna make custom parts and stuff. I would love to design my own car. On-road racing car would be freaking fabulous. Your wife hates RC. That's because she hasn't met me. I will. I'll check that out. Pink Power, hell yeah. So I've created my logo. You guys have seen my logo. My business colors are going to be purple, of course, and hot pink. I'm working on, I need to create a billboard in my store, a billboard sign, or whatever, stuff like that. And I want to actually alter my logo a little bit. I want to change the hair color, and I would love to make the crossbones actually cross dog bones. So if any of you guys know how to edit media, a picture, whatever, I don't know how to change it. I just know how to put it on my computer. Well, tell your bird I said hi. I love birds. I used to have a parakeet named Bobby. Ah, understandable. Being in an aluminum box don't help either. So yeah, I got this. I think I'm gonna break down and just get that what they call that grandma panel van or whatever, you know, so that it's the right shape, body, and everything. And then just I'm gonna paint it some funky colors. I don't know yet. Truck's okay. They could have done a lot better. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to talk about? Tell me what's been happening in y'all's world. I can get you to exceed parts. What's up, Nitro? Yeah. Please don't tell me that's Davo. If I mispronounced it, I'm sorry. Davo or Davo? Davo. Okay, cool. Nitro Davo. What's happening? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me. I don't know how long you've been here. Are you aware of this? Did you see all this? The Schumacher? What's up, Dion? No, they don't. They all look at me like I'm crazy all the time, thinking I'm just playing with toys all day long. Well, these aren't toys to me. This is all part of my business. My favorite RC of all time? That's a hard one. My first Nitro was a T-Max. I even raced it. That's why I blew up the engine. I'd have to say the T-Max. And I wanted a Revo. This Revo I just got here, that's the first time I've had a Revo. I always wanted to get a Revo to go with my T-Max, and finally I have one. I just think the Revo in and of itself is probably one of the most unique chassis you'll ever find. Nobody else does a chassis like that. What about my Bullet? Did you get to see it? No, I don't have a Truggy. When I bought the 8 ready to run, I was trying to get the 8T ready to run, and I ordered it. I ordered it from King Cobra RC down in Florida. I literally paid for it, and I was watching, and it took them 4 days. And on day 5, I asked them. I said, "Why is my truck not shipped?" They said, "Oh, we sold out." Yeah, they sold it out from under me. Not happy about that one. That's how I ended up with the TLR's short course race truck, because that was the only vehicle they had in stock that was anywhere close to the price I paid, or even anything that I would remotely want. Oh, you didn't see it with the upgrade? Bet. I got you. If you saw it before, I had the knuckles on already. I got the orange hexes, the extra wide hexes. I installed the top plate, steering plate, in conjunction with the front chassis brace, or what they call an anti-bending brace is what they call it, or whatever. And I got the one in the back too. Can you see that? Back here. I have the rear aluminum coming. Oh yeah, I also will be having aluminum shock towers for this coming. And that's probably all the aluminum pop-ups I'm going to do on this one. Because to be honest with you, this will probably be my go-to, just to pull it out quick, fire it up, and go. If I want to just, run out the field and beat it the hell up. I was going to go with some shocks. I was going to get some aluminum shocks. But I figured, being a basher, I'll be fine with plastics. They're cheaper to replace. Because knowing me, I'm going to bend a shaft. I'm going to bust it open. I'm going to do something to it that's going to screw it all up anyways. But I'll tell you what, that chassis is stiffer than a tequila or something. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny. I'm terrible. Okay. Don wants to know if the 2 fuel tanks are run together in a Y configuration. No. One feeds into the other, and then the other feeds the engine. I know, strange. Never seen an RC car like it in my life. Never dealt with this system. It took me a minute to even figure out how to do it up. But let's see here. So coming off of the exhaust, we're pressurizing this tank. And then it's coming out of this tank and going across to the other tank. And then it's coming out of this tank and going straight to the car. I think it's cool because then you don't have all your fuel weight on one side. You know how with our buggies, you know, you got on the left side of the car you got engine and fuel. And on the left side of the car you got electronics. Well, this, I think it's cool because I think it helps spread the weight out side to side on the car. Eventually there'll be a servo right in the middle. Will be the throttle and brake. And there's there'll be a switch that'll mounts next to it. That's just there so I don't lose it. That's not exactly how it mounts. That's just so I don't lose that thing. Then it has, you know, your traditional 4AA battery box thing here. And it came with some zip ties to zip tie it to the plate here, but I'm just gonna go get a hump pack, the little 5 hump pack, and throw that on there because I'm just gonna be getting some. I found some purple servos on Amazon. Reasonable. They got good. I think they're 25 kilogram or 35. I can't remember. They look decent. The numbers look good. They're up to 7.4 volt. I don't really need a high power or high voltage, but yeah, I'm gonna put some purple servos on here. I wonder if her, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I was thinking for the initial fire up to break it in, I was probably just going to put fuel in both tanks. Maybe you know, fill up the one that feeds the other all the way, and then maybe halfway up on the other. I don't know. The instruction book doesn't really mention anything about how to fill it, but I mean, you can open both of them. And yes, they are 2-piece. I literally had to put these together. And the only thing, what was on the car when I first got it was the front suspension, the rear suspension, and the engine and motor mount that it sits on with the transmission back here. I had to mount the exhaust pipe, and I had to build this carbon fiber plate that's actually raised. You see that? Yeah. It does. The pickup pipe he's talking about, yeah. Yeah, I literally had to put those tanks together. You have to build the tank. Yes, they did put it on the MGT. I did find that out. And you can still buy these tanks. They still sell these tanks. I think they put just one on the smaller scale ones. I've been all over their website. Go full on both, don't worry. Okay, I just didn't want to, I was worried about vapor lock. You know, it'd be able to pressure one side and not be able to pressure the other and end up vapor locking it. Especially when it heats up. But I don't see that being really a big problem, honestly. Inline tanks? Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. I love this thing. It's so unique. Oh, it even came with the roto start. It has its own. It came with the rod and everything. I even tried to take this plate off to see if I could fit it to one of my other ones, but no, it don't work. And this is, of course, you guys saw that it was 3-speed. I'm gonna bring the camera out here so you guys can see this. Do you guys see the 3-speed baby in there? There it is. That thing is so cool. I think what I like about it is that clutch bell. That's crazy. And 2-speed baby. I was actually very surprised how easily that went together. That red cat. I didn't have to change nothing on it. I just pulled the one clutch bell off. Do that clutch bell right on there. Do the mounts on the engine. I got the alloy motor mounts. So, yeah, do it on there. Mounted right up. Another cool feature about this car that I like, and it's difficult to see, but we'll see if we can't get it in there. See that spring right there? That's a throttle return spring. And it's stiff too. It's hard. It's got like you could do with a primer bulb. Yes, I've considered that. I will definitely look into finding one, see if I can't get one somewhere. Primer bulb. I'm also gonna I want to get a good fuel filter, probably a clunk. I don't think these, if I remember right, they don't have a clunk in them with the little filter inside the tank. The stone. Yes, it does. It is like stiff. It's hard to pull back. But this rod linkage is like really thick. I'm impressed. Even this spring here, it's got some good tension on it. The story on this car, it was bought brand new, and the person that bought it, I don't know what the reason was behind buying it, but I was told it was put in a closet and forgotten about, and then the people passed away, and they had an estate sale auction, and the gentleman I bought it off of got it, and he took it home, put it up in a closet, and that's where it's sat for another 7 years. This stuff here, I had a receiver, radio receiver stuck there with some double-sided tape, and that's the stickiness that don't want to come off. That's not scratches, that's just glue on the double-sided tape. I just haven't taken the time to take it off, so don't think that that's a bad blemish. Oh, I know, this car was meant to be mine. Heck, I want to take the engine off just to put it on something else because it's purple. Yeah, I planned on doing that with the alcohol. I just, when it comes to something like this, I will take every bit of time I can take. Oh, it will. It will run. Yeah, I did check for that. When I bought that 2-speed transmission to put in there and the clutch bell, I made sure that they were the same numbers as what used to come factory, and they were even both listed as Lightning STR. So yeah, my gearing's good. That is a 0.21, and hybrid new. I'm pretty sure it's a Thunder Tiger. Make sure y'all can. I want to make sure y'all can see that. Can you see that? Is that Thunder Tiger? Let me see if there's one on the back. There you go, that's what it is. Never been ran. That engine's older than my daughter. My daughter turned, well, it's probably about the same age as her. My daughter turns 22 on the 22nd. Look at the steering setup. How crazy is that? I haven't got it like kind of semi-rigged so I didn't lose everything and it fall off, but I can take. Hang on. There. Okay, I'm gonna set you guys down. Again, guys, if you haven't been here that long or whatever, if you put up a question or anything and I do not see it, please repeat yourself. I don't want anybody to feel left out. I want to be able to answer everybody's questions. But all I did was put this screw through the servo saver into the servo mount. Just so I kept it stationary. But I wanted you guys to see how this works. So this is the servo saver. Okay. It mounts here. And then it has this linkage. And that's it. Oh, I'm definitely driving it. Not till next spring, though. Yeah, after this weekend, my club is going to have its last meetup at the home track for 8-scale buggy racing. So, since I just happened to get my Nitro racing buggy finally to where I can just fire it up and go, since I've struggled with it, if those of you who don't know, the reason I hadn't raced it all year, I was not aware that my starter box was trying to spin the engine backwards. Not until the track manager was helping me and noticed that the tires were trying to turn in reverse. Yeah, you can laugh. I laughed at myself. I looked at him, I said, I cannot believe I did that. Because I rewired it for a battery that I had, or have. But when I went to plug the wires back into the back of the motors for the starter box, I put them in backwards. Yeah, I know. Hilarious. Missed a whole season of racing because of my starter box. Yeah, the polarity on the electric motors. So when you press down on it, it was spinning. It was trying to spin the motor clockwise. And it did run. Like, I actually had it started at one point and it ran, and I just let it sit idle for 5 minutes. Had no idea it was idling backwards. Oh yeah, definitely a learning curve here. Okay, so like my background, my father built RC planes, but he built them from scratch. He did not buy kits. All he bought were the blueprints. And he would buy his stock balsa wood. And he would spend anywhere from 6 to 9 and sometimes even 18 months building an RC plane the old school way. And that's how I got into this hobby. T-Max was my first Nitro. But my grandfather gave me a Golden Bee, a Cox Golden Bee .049 that I have not. It's from 1968. It's a 1968 Cox Golden Bee .0.049 Nitro plane engine. And I'm dying to start it. Still has the glow head and everything on it. It just doesn't have a muffler. Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, it was something my grandfather was gonna do, and he was gonna build a plane for it. Unfortunately, he passed away. I lost him 5 years ago, and he wasn't able to get it done. His health got too bad because his workshop was in the basement. His knees got too bad to the point where he just could not get down there anymore. And so when he passed away, I took it over, and I want one of the planes that one of those Cox Bees came on. I want to build it, and I want to fly it for my grandpa. Y'all gonna make me cry. I need to quit. Because my grandmother just died last spring. Yeah, I would definitely do it. It would be the only one I ever do. Give me a blueprint for a mini plane to put that on, and I'll build it. I will. I would. I just don't. I haven't taken the time to search for them yet because it's still kind of raw. But I've lost both my grandparents, and thank you. Let's see. Yeah, coincidentally, my grandmother, her maiden name was Cox. Unfortunately, no relation. um, I don't know. I mean, I know about planes. I know how to fly, all that stuff. My grandfather was a pilot, and he taught me how to fly. I just don't have a license. Um, Strangely, though, he rarely flew any of his RC planes because he would literally build them and spend months and months and months building them, and they would come out looking just beautiful, and then he'd sell it. Actually, the local hobby shop back home, when it was still standing, if you went in there, I think 4 out of the 8 planes that were hanging from the ceiling my grandfather built. And if I'd have known that that store was going out of business when it did, I would have been in there to get those planes. Unfortunately, I wasn't aware that they were shutting down. It just kind of happened fairly suddenly. So, you know, somebody's got those planes. Vintage gas helos. I'm interested. I just don't know much about them. I pretty much go based on my just all over RC knowledge. You know, it's either gonna fly or drive, but they're all propelled by the same equipment. I attempted to build a plane once. I bought a kit, and it was supposed to have all the pieces were pre-cut, and all I had to do was just follow the instructions on gluing it together. I got the fuselage done, and I think I got the tail, the rear rudder, and elevators. And then I started to do the left wing, and I found that I was missing a couple of the balsa wood pieces, like the ribbing in the wings. I think I was in 7th grade when I was doing that, because I wanted to impress my grandpa. I wanted to build it and take it home and show him and have him be all proud of me. But I ended up taking it home, or taking it back, showing it to him, and showing him the part that was missing, and I guess life happened. I think he fixed it, built a plane, and sold it, which is fine. I didn't have the patience for it. It takes patience to build planes, especially if you're doing it fossil, because nowadays you just get a chunk of foam, cut it into the shape of a plane, and throw a friggin' electric ducted fan on it. Running. Oh, you guys want to see my Rhonda? You guys haven't seen it since I dyed it, huh? Oh. Baron GS. I'm not sure what that is. But hang on. And yes, I have a dye video that I've done for everybody. Sorry it's taking so long to get it up, but it's my guinea pig on editing. I'm trying to figure out this editing thing. I have been out of video editing since high school, so I mean we had VHS tapes. I don't know all this fancy new stuff. Ah, stop. All right. Let's move this one out of the way. I will be posting that video, but for you guys, I wanted y'all to see it. Because if you saw the one where she was alive, all you saw was the wing and the wheels, but the wheels were done when I first bought it. I have actually learned my color formulas for this dye. Yes, she's dirty. I still gotta clean her up a little bit, but she's going racing tomorrow. More of a practice race, but she's gonna actually run around the track for the first time. Alright, you guys ready? Here we go. Guarantee you'll never find another racing buggy like it. Three different colors. Dark purple on bottom. Cranberry underneath. And pink on top. What do you think? I think it looks awesome. I have the MP10 TKI2 body, brand new for next season, that I gotta paint. This is the one that came with it, the MP10. I have the TKI2 body that I'm still gonna paint. Alright, I gotta pull this out of here. It needs to go on the chart. Noodles racing. Okay. Got no balls, huh? Bet you my balls are bigger than all y'all. What is that? I've never seen that. Hang on. Oh, I see what it did. Okay. Because of what Noodles Racing put on there. It was asking me if I wanted to show it or hide it. Whatever. We're all adults here. If there's kids, then that's their parents' fault for having them up this late. Not mine. So what do you guys think of the color scheme? Do you like it? I will eventually be printing 3D parts as soon as I get me a printer. But no, there's nothing 3D printed on this car. This is all stock except for the dyed colors. You can keep your pivot balls. I use those for bashing. I drive real cars. Yeah, and I've actually found out a way I could make make these die. I could put designs in it if I wanted to, all that stuff. I've considered maybe making it a service. You want your white plastics dyed? Do you want some stars put in it? Do you want a design put in it? It's a revenue stream I'm looking into. Yeah, you don't find no pivot balls on your freaking Honda Civic, do you? Why would I want pivot balls on my RC race car? Just my opinion. It's why I don't touch a Mugen. It's why I don't touch a Techno. Kyosho and TLR. I would do an X-ray, but I think they're overpriced. If I do X-ray, it's going to be 10 scale on-road. Dyeing is super easy. Just get you a bottle of Rit dye, whatever color you want. You can go on Rit Dye's website, and they will give you recipes for colors. Get you a big old metal pot that you're not going to use it for anything else. Heat it to boiling. Put your dye in the water, throw your parts in, 10-15 minutes, they're done. And what I do is I start with my lightest color, so I started with the wing and the tops of the boxes. Then I added a little bit more color and got the cranberry ones. And then I emptied that pot out, started a fresh pot for the purple. I used fuchsia to get the pinks, and mix the fuchsia and the purple to get the cranberry, and then straight purple just to get purple. Super simple. I just don't know if there's going to be enough people that are going to want it for me to actually take the time to do it and price it and come up with the designs and everything, the stencils. Because I figured out a way I could two-tone dye them if I wanted. Tried to anodize? No, I haven't. Only because I was in the machining industry. And I'm a machinist and a programmer, and we send those off to people to do that for us. I've heard it is, but I'm kind of particular. I want it to look professional, and I'm not a professional anodizer. I'm a professional parts maker. "13-year-old Kyosho? Heck yeah." Trying to keep it in the frame here. It's not working out very well. You guys got any other questions? Because I'm probably going to have to get off here. I just kind of decided last minute, and so I got online and asked Hybrid when he was doing his, because I didn't want to interrupt him. And just decided I wanted to get on here and show you guys what I've been up to and answer any questions. If you need help, I'll help you on anything. I think I'm going to be catering more towards newcomers. I like to help people get into the hobby and try to get them the correct information, and they're not getting misinformation from a a greedy hobby store. They are out there. They just try to sell you the most expensive car, the fastest car. I'd rather explain to them, because I hear it all the time. People go into a hobby shop. How fast does that go? How fast does that go? Well, that depends. Take it easy, Dion. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you, everybody. I appreciate everybody that's been here. If I did not see your question, if I absolutely, completely missed it, I am sincerely sorry. Hit me up. I'm on Facebook, Maddie Kate. Just hit me up. I will answer any question you got. We'll chit chat, whatever. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get going because I'm hungry. I can't get no Taco Bell because I ain't got no car no more. It got repossessed because my COVID money got cut off, and I was on a mad dash to make money, and it just wasn't happening. And so I had to surrender my car. Noodles Racing, have a good night. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you coming. I'm going to try and get that video finished up with the dyeing, because it also has me putting on the orange parts on the HPI, on the bullet. Oh, flip. Thanks for being here. Thank you for engaging with me, putting up with me. Tell your wives, come talk to me. They don't know what they're missing. Look like somebody hit me right there. My makeup running. Anyways. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a good night. Like I said, if I didn't get your questions answered or whatever you want to know and you wanted to talk to me, hit me up. I'll talk to anybody. I'm always... Because I live in Colorado, I've only been here 3 years, and the only person I know is the person I live with. So, everybody have a great night. Next time, this will get cut. I'm gonna, because I don't want to do this on camera because I'll be all nervous and I don't want to screw it up. I'm gonna get this cut, and then I will do another live stream and we'll mount it up on the car and see how it looks. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come back and see me. I'm going to be posting some more videos. I'm going to do some video of my race buggy tomorrow. I'm going to try the best I can to get some decent video. But yeah. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good morning, good evening, good night. However he says that. The Truman Show. I love it. Peace out.